A major goal that I have for this semester is to give you the tools necessary to become an effective communicator in general and in your future professional community in specific. This is why my instructor-learner outcomes are developing genre awareness, becoming a more reflective communicator, and increasing understanding the process of joining a discourse community. I'm sure you're aware of our reflective work, journal posts, tweets, literacy reflection, and so on. But now we're going to begin working towards understanding discourse community and genre. You probably have some idea of what a genre is, but it's important for you to begin writing, as you begin writing for different purposes and audiences, that you develop a fuller and more sophisticated understanding. It's not about learning the definition or memorizing the traits of specific genres. It's about understanding what a genre is so you can learn the requirements and restrictions of a specific genre for a specific community. For example, memos are a fairly specific genre with well-known elements. But different organizations have different rules about the formality of the document, what the heading might look like, and so on. I could teach you the standard memo format, but that won't necessarily prepare you for writing memos for your future employer. And some of you may never write a memo in your professional life, while others of you will write several memos every day or week. Two other examples include lesson plans and medical charts. These documents are universally generated in schools and medical offices, but there's not a standard format for all schools and all medical offices. But don't give up in frustration. There are ways to learn the genres of your new communities. Some communities have a regular influx of new members and so have some form of orientation or formal introduction to the genres. These communities often will give you examples and models to follow, or perhaps they've assigned a mentor to you whom you can ask for such examples and models. There might also exist a formal database or filing cabinet somewhere of this type of information. For example, the first time I had to create a syllabus for a college course, I did not receive instruction, but by that point I had undergraduate and graduate degrees, which meant I had read many syllabi. There were many existing syllabi in my department that I could use as a model, and I had taken classes specifically about writing pedagogy. Understanding the community that you're writing for is an essential part of understanding the requirements and restrictions of the community's genres. So what is a community? There are many definitions. Google gave me 12. But for our purposes, I think definitions number 6 and 8 are the most important. 6 defines community as a group of people with a profession or particular characteristic in mind, while 8 says community is a feeling of fellowship that results from sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. During our lives, we belong to many communities, including learning communities and professional communities. I find that the History Channel series Gangland offers a great deal of insight into this process. According to Gangland, there are 4 levels of involvement with a gang: friend, hang-around, prospect, and full patch. And these are handily described on the Wolfpack's Motorcycle Club's website. A friend is just that. You know some people involved in the actual community. You might attend some functions, but you're not really involved. A hang-around is someone considered to have the potential to be a full member. That intention's been recognized, but only informally. There's been no membership or initiation process to begin at this point. A prospect has begun the process of formally joining the community. This comes with some privileges and responsibilities, and there's been some agreement on both sides with the acknowledgement that the process is not yet complete and the prospect or the club may not rise to the occasion. A full patch member has undergone the required initiation and been accepted as a member, with all the status and obligations that go along with it. Often in gangs, this initiation is violent and challenging, both physically and morally, to the new member. It might involve committing a crime, murder even, or taking a beating or being humiliated in some way. I've thought about this process in terms of joining a church and a professional community, and I believe that this analogy holds up. But now I want you to reflect on this idea and the process of joining some other communities to see if you agree or disagree with my point of view.